How is you? Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Monsieur Magazine. If you are here for the first time, just remember to subscribe, notification bell, and as always, don't forget to like the video. So I'm privileged to be back at home. I'm here back at home. It has taken like 1 year to be back at home. So everything which I'm seeing is something which is very new according to me. It's very new. And why can't I take you around here and observe one or two things and ask any question which you might like to ask me? So, as you can see, it's harvesting season. Not harvesting, actually, it's almost like harvesting season because now, at the moment, more especially back here at the Kisi Islands, individuals decide to chop the head of the maize to fasten the dry to such that the maize will end up drying so fast. So you can see from Eldoret, I've just arrived home like I'll, we arrived like 5:30 p.m. and the journey was very nice. The rains which have been raining have been a lot. There's been raining a lot since the actually we met rains immediately we arrived at Kisi Highlands. That's where we met the rain. Where I have been, that's Eldoret. It has been raining, but I was told back here in Kisi Highlands it has not been raining. But my first arrival at Kisi Islands, the rains were amazing. They rained heavily. You can see how the place looks like. It's kind of a fog, which is a clear indication that it rained heavily. So, see, these are bananas for those individuals who have no idea on how bananas looks like. These are the bananas. You can see them here. These are the bananas. I'm going to show you those bananas which are like what? Which are almost which? How can I say? The bananas which has given a fruit. That's the word I believe I was looking for. So I'm going to show you those bananas which have almost given a fruit, and one of them is this one. This is the banana. You can see how big it is. This seems like it's almost, I believe it needs a short time so that you can, for now, it is ready to be cooked, but if you want it to be ripe, then it is, you need to wait for a short period of time before it matures enough to be ripened. So those are the bananas. You can see how big they are. Those are Kisi bananas. You know, Kisi is more famous because of bananas. The main, once you say that I'm from Kisi, the first thing which you can be asked is bananas. And here you have seen one. It's almost maturing to be said that it can ripe, it can turn into ripe. But if we want the one which is boiled, the one which you can cook, it's ready. And you can see there is coffee here. Coffee is a cash crop back here at home. Coffee is something which is a cash crop back in the highlands. And if we want to, for those individuals, oh, there are some birds here. For those individuals who have never harvested coffee, then this one is the one which is mature. This is now the one which we harvest such that we take to the buying center and we do what? We weigh the kilos and then it's sold. But here in Africa, it happens to be everything is like the farmers have never found something which they can brag about in terms of coffee because they like they are not given honest or just salaries according to how this coffee is being sold. Also, this one has not been ready for harvesting, so That's how coffee looks like. And Kissy Islands, for those individuals who really have no idea how Kissy Islands looks like, then you need to visit the Kissy Islands. Kissy Islands is a place where you need to be. Kissy Islands is a place which every individual must or needs to visit. So why can't I show you avocados? I mean, avocados are here. First, this behind me here is so here is avocado. I hope you are seeing here. We have one fruit here of avocado. That's one fruit of avocado. And I hope you are seeing those ones, other ones there. Those are avocados back in the highlands. So we have also coffee. We have coffees. And what should I show you? What should I show you? Then I need to show you something. You need to see it. I said Kissy happens to have almost everything which you want to see, which you need to see. We have also pineapples. Do you want to see real pineapples? How pineapples looks back here in Africa? I hope you need to see. So we have pineapples here, but they have not done what? They have not. They are young. They have not matured, and I hope I thought I would see one or two pineapples which is like kind of given a fruit, but it's not yet there. There's no pineapple with a fruit. Hmm. Back at home, a long period of time I've been in the higher. I'll miss the islands. I normally like Kissy Islands, but what keeps me away from coming to the islands, I believe, is cash. Cash. Cash is one of the reasons why I normally happen to be away, because if you stay back at home, you will be fed like a kid, just being fed like a kid, and you are a person who is above 18. Even if you are not above 18, you don't need to be fed actually. So I'm back at home. That's Kissy Highlands. I've missed this place for a long period of time, and I'm like thankful for God, for my dad, our driver, who was so advanced in his driving skills. He drove he drove from Kisii to Eldoret and back here. That was amazing. That was something which I really appreciate and thank God for assisting me, my dad, the driver, and what we had to arrive safely back here at Kisii Highlands. So this is the stem of avocado. This is the stem of avocado. And if you happen to view this video, just like it, comment, subscribe, and do whatever you like. Just enjoying. I'm back at home, back at home, back at Kisii Highlands. Here is where I am. So I need to show you. I don't know if there are yams, arrowroots, cassava, but it's not cassava. I'm sure about it. It's not cassava. It is something which either it's yams or arrowroots, but I've never taken. No, because I don't know which is the cassava and which is the arrowroots. Then why can't I give you an idea of what is of this thing I'm talking about, such that you give me its name? What's the name of this? What's the name of what? Look, what's the name of this? Is it? It's a food group. What is the name of it? This is the fruit I'm talking. This is the plant I'm talking about. The food globe I'm talking about. What's the name of that food globe? I hope probably it's yams. I happen to have a brief idea of that. Probably is a yam. That's a yam. So, but comment below if it's not yams. But I don't know what is the difference between yams, arrowroots. I actually know what cassavas are, but yams, I believe these are what we call yams. But in terms of arrowroots, then there we draw terrain. So this is how a banana looks like when it is ready to. This is kind of an embryo of a young banana. This is like an embryo. You can see there. This is like an embryo. I hope you see it clearly. This is like an embryo. So that's like an embryo of a young banana. And you can see ahead of me there, the internet is somehow straining me. So that's like, I appreciate for the viewer who is watching this video. Those are the, how do we call them? The English name of these globes. Omar Brian, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. It's a chill climate. I appreciate you, brother. We are in Kisi Islands. I appreciate you, brother. So those are the neighbor grass ahead of me. You can see there. I appreciate Omar for commenting. Thanks, and I appreciate you a lot. So I can see here we have, it's kind of sorghum. This is out the sorghum, and they added some manure because we happen to have a ground which is not further as such, so you need to add some manure. So this is sorghum, and this is how young sorghum looks like. And this is happens to be, we normally plant sorghum in the month of June or July. That's when we, Karibu man, keep doing what you love. Thanks, bro. I appreciate you a lot. Just pushing each and every day to ensure that, maybe to ensure my dream comes through, or I want never to regret that I never tried. So I appreciate you, Omar O'Brien. Thanks a lot. So as I said, this is July. This is actually August, but we normally, farmers back in the Kisi Islands happen to plant during the month of June. They start digging or preparing the land on the month of June, and then by July they started majority plant during the month of July, and then maybe minority or latecomers end up planting the month of August. So because there never lacks a person who maybe is a latecomer. Everywhere on this planet, there is always a person who will come late or come early. So, as I've told you, I'm back at Kisi Islands. Long period. This is my home. I love it, and I'm enjoying every moment back here at the Kisi Islands. It has been raining. We arrived with the rains, so I'm back here. So I want to give you a brief history about this neighbor grass. You see, we have this kind of neighbor grass. So this, so we were told that this type of neighbor grass, you can see here, we were told that this type of neighbor grass originated from the United States of America. Prove me wrong, or if you have an idea where this kind of neighbor grass happened to be from, then give me a brief idea. Just comment below. Comment below. Where do you think this kind of type of neighbor glass comes from? I'm going to show you the neighbor glass which we commonly we used to plant paki at home, but after this came, then they were kind of taking over, and the old species was kind of being thrown away or ignored. So that's how we were taught. So finding even what finding how do we call cuttings? I don't know for those people who happen to do agriculture. Maybe let's say cuttings or a small piece of this kind of nipple grass. It could be a difficult thing. So we happen to have some cuttings and then we planted. But from that kind of, we had like three holes where we planted this kind of nipple grass. But since then, we have now they have now spread to this large piece of land. You can see here, all this large piece of land has been planted by this kind of species of an glass. So this is how it is. This is how it is. Karibu man. So appreciate Omao for liking it. Also, I believe you liked the video. Appreciate you a lot. Mhm. I appreciate you a lot, bro. I appreciate you a lot, bro, for liking the video. I appreciate you for liking the video. Video. What am I? What am I doing? Oh my God! So I believe it's moving from there. So that's how. So as we were coming, we saw some tomatoes, not tomatoes, some sweet potatoes on our way. They were commonly at a place known as Jabera. That's as we were coming along, we saw those huge pieces of sweet potatoes. But back here at the Kisi Islands, usually potatoes used to grow back here in the Kisi Islands. But nowadays, I don't know if it's because of using a lot of chemicals in terms of fertilizers, in terms of actually the main thing I believe which may have happened is the use of chemicals like Roundup, fertilizers, that is for topping, which you use to plant with. I believe nowadays the growth of sweet potatoes is not an easy task back here at home. So you can see, for instance, this is how our sweet potatoes happens to look like. It has a nice flower. That's the first thing. It has a nice flower, but the conditions, sorry, the conditions of all these tomatoes happens not to be an encouraging one. They happen not to be an encouraging growth. They don't really encourage as such. So, but we appreciate Europa. But we appreciate for they are struggling for us. Even if it doesn't give sweet potatoes, we can use these potato leaves for feeding cattle, that's cows and goats. At the same time, actually, that's the main purpose. And they also motivate us because if the our land was to be bare and no other maybe food globe was planted there, so you are not motivated to go and plant or dig or do some pruning. So once you have some kind of cash globe, which is own the farm, then it motivates you to go and at least do some digging. So, so as I told you, you can see how the nipple grass are doing. These nipple grass, the way they look actually encourages me, even motivates me to kind of do some farming. Farming is actually amazing. So I don't know if I've seen a ripe wafer or I'm just guessing, but this is our small wafer. It used to be a big one. It used to be a big wafer. So it used to be a big wafer, but this is the old stock. This huge one is the old stock. This huge piece is the old stock, but now this small one is an offspring. I believe it's a nice term. It's an offspring after we had cut that original one. So this is the one which happened to come as an offspring. So I need to try if one is ripe, but I believe this must be ripe. This one, this I believe this must be ripe. For heaven's sake, it's not ripe. This is not ripe. But the leaf, how can I say? Is it a pack or the? I don't know if it is a green one. The green part is called the endoscope or a mesocope. So this one is somehow sweet. But the seeds is a strong. But it was ripe. I found another. This must be a ripe one. Look, this must be a ripe one. I hope you are seeing it. This one. That one is a ripe one. So I'm going to take it. I've just come. Why can't I take the fruit I've already found? So, but it has been raining. So I hope it never disappoints me. Try. Sweet. This is how life is back here at Kissy Highlands. It's amazing. A nice place to be. If we want really to travel to Kissy, not Kissy town, Kissy Highlands. So don't travel to Kissy town and say you have traveled to Kissy Highlands. Very right, right. And there's something which I want to tell you in terms of fruits, especially guavas. So some people tend to shy away from taking those ones which have to normally which have red cover, red, let's say endoscope. So those which happen to have red endoscope, they say that they happen to be stuck in the stomach. So some people shy away from taking those wafers which are the red endoscope. So this is white. I'm safe, but there are also those with red endoscope which are very sweet, and you can even ignore those either are means or they are the reality. But some people shy from taking those wafers which happen to have the dark endoscope, not the dark red. Today is like my blessing. I've seen Atam wafers. There are three, but because tomorrow is also a day, I'm going to take one and disappear because I would never. I don't want to stay there. I may end up eating all those wafers. So even this one is ripe. This one is ripe also. Mm, thanks, thanks. I need to appreciate for this one. So I'm back to Kissy Islands. Appreciate so much for those who viewed the video, and at the same time for those liking the video. I appreciate so much, so much, so much. So this is right in the islands. This is live back in Kissy Highlands, rural areas. Not any place, but rural area. Um, I'm going to show you a kind of banana, which the only purpose of it is to be eaten when it is ripe. So that's the main purpose, because actually you cannot eat it if it's not ripe, that banana. And so even if you are angry, even if you see that anger is killing you, you are not going to eat this kind of a banana. It's back here and I'm going to show you. So this type of a banana is actually eaten when it's ripe. So you need to wait it until it's mature so that you can actually eat it when it's ripe. And the funny story about this banana is they are actually not traditional. They have undergone kind of agricultural grafting. So they are eaten when they are very ripe. So I'm going to show you, and we have a black jack here. That's the reason why I'm kind of using my food to create a part. So this is the banana I'm talking about. This one is only eaten when it's ripe, and there's no way, even if you are hungry, there's no way it's going to assist you. You have to eat it when it's very ripe. So the only thing now I'm almost going to show you. This is how Kissy Islands happens to be when it is in the evening. Actually, now it's around, I believe it's almost getting 7 p.m. I mean, yeah, it's like 20 minutes to 7 p.m. So you can see the sunset in that direction. That's our sunset. You can see that's the west of Kisii from where I am. That's our sunset. I hope it's very nice. You can see it. And here, from where you are seeing kind of a fog, that's actually a river, and it's kind of that convectional. How do they say? Convectional currents. The water happens to be warm while the land is cooler. So I believe that's what's happening even though it has rained. So that is a river where you are seeing a smoke, and there is our sunset. How do you see our sunset? It's nice. Even I am kind of pleased to see sunset such as this one. But also, what you need to understand is that back in Kisi Islands, we have people grow a lot of trees. That's the reality. People happens to grow a lot of trees. We have the commonly grown trees are blue gums, or which normal individuals call them as eucalyptus. And the reason why eucalyptus are commonly grown back in Kisi Islands is because they mature so fast. And if they happen to mature so fast, then individuals can sell them and have some cash which they use for personal needs, to satisfy personal needs. At the same time, they use this kind of cash to pay maybe school fees. And these gravelia trees, I need to show you there. So those one gravelia trees, as you can see next to it, adjacent to those gravelia trees, they happen to be tea. So there's a reason why these trees are grown adjacent or mostly within tea.